All right, welcome back to another episode of Home Cooking. As always, you got the chef over here, and you always got the blessed one. Bleska, what's good?
Not much, Alan. Why don't you tell us on the menu for today?
All right, so we got another fun episode today. Going to talk about a little bit more of like life topics because, as you know, it's that time of the week, and we got our new guest that we're happy to have on the podcast. But we're going to start it off a little bit nice and fluffy, sort of like a pancake. I don't even know. But yeah, so what we're going to talk about is like living with like siblings and sibling life. And then we're going to touch on something that relates to our guest and like drama and the world that is like drama and theater production. And then we're going to take it into OT. But before we go in, I'm just going to take the lead over here and say welcome to our guest, the sister of the other half of Home Cooking. We got Diegra. And Diegra, just say a couple things about you. Like give us some info.
Hi, I'm Diegra. I'm currently in my 4th year of undergrad at Western. I'm taking creative writing and English, so I got all that artsy stuff in my portfolio, whatever. Yeah, I'm excited to be here and talk. I like to talk, so this is fun. Thank you for having me.
Okay, well, as we do this with a guest, we usually start them off with this or that questions to get them warmed up. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Eating in or eating out?
Eating out. I like to eat out.
Okay. Cats or dogs?
Cats.
Is that new?
Shout out
Just
to Lupe. Lupe has my heart.
Les Miserables or Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Ooh, I've been in both, so that's hard. Les Mis. I'm just gonna say Les Mis.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is sporty. Football or basketball?
Basketball. I understand it more.
Okay, so directing or acting?
Acting.
Okay, geez. Okay, man or enemy?
Why would you do this?
Exposed. We're doing it.
I'll say for now, enemy. No shade to anybody. I'm just picking. No shade to anybody.
Jeez. And to finish up, Lin-Manuel or Shakespeare?
Ooh. Oh, I'll say Shakespeare. I'll say Shakespeare because Shakespeare wrote Hamlet, and Hamlet's my favorite. So.
Fair enough. Okay, Alan, why don't you bring us into the first conversation of the day?
Okay, so Diego, we're gonna just start off light, like I said, and the one thing that we're gonna dig in first is on like living with siblings. You gotta give us the details. Like me and Bleska, we've tried to do a couple episodes where we try to dig in and just like make us more relatable by telling us about like what we do on the side or like how we are as people. Mm-hmm. And let's see if you can talk about living with siblings because I know you got a couple, and then tell me about Bleska. What don't we know about him? What is he hiding?
I don't know. Like living with siblings is it's weird. It's a weird experience because I don't know. Like you don't know, and at least for me, you don't know anyone as well as you do like know your siblings. Just because, like he's known me all my life. I've known him all my life, but it's really weird. But then we become different people and all that kind of stuff. So, sometimes there's beef. A lot of times there's beef, but at the end of the day, like it's hard to like hold on to the beef because it's like, I don't know. It's weird. But at the same time, it's like I find a lot of comfort in it just because like even now I'm thinking about the future just because I'm graduating this spring. I'm just like, am I ready to leave home and leave these people? Not really. So it's like at the end of the day, like regardless of everything that happens at home, regardless of whatever arguments we might have, it's like, so my family. So it's like I feel like that's what it is at the end of the day. Like yeah.
Okay. So tell us about Bleska though. Let's
Yeah.
go. What's something that
I,
like?
I don't know if there's much tea to spill, Alan.
Hey man, I want to know. Okay, what is one weird thing that Bleska does that you like? We're like, why is he doing that?
I
The whole
came for
family is
him
like, what is
about
this
this
guy doing?
recently. I came for him about his jeans because he dresses funny. I think he
Oh, poor style.
but that's yeah, I just feel like in general, like he has a very like eccentric fashion taste. It's very weird. Like weird in that I'm just like you wouldn't expect him to dress the way that he does. Like when you were wearing that bandana for like a few days straight, I was like, he was wearing like a scarf or something around
Are you
his head, and I was like, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Interesting choice. I was like, what inspires you to dress the way that you do? Because I get a lot of inspo from Pinterest. I was like, what inspires you to dress the way that you do?
I've been told I'm the best worst dresser. I take that to heart because I don't know. I just wear what I want, how I feel. Sometimes I want to like feel sheltered. I don't know. It's just because I found this scarf. I lost this scarf for like a long time, and then when I got it back from Olivia, it was just like, okay, I'll just put it on. I was just like, I don't know. I just wanted to wear the scarf, and I got my new do rag, so I don't know. Just put them on. It's like whatever. It's not stress. I don't know. But Alan, speaking of siblings, I feel like you got some little piece of information to share about siblings. What is one thing that you've learned from your sister and growing up with her?
Okay, well I gotta say, yeah, like me and my sibling, yeah, my sister, I love her, but she's a bit of a hater, man. like it's actually bad. Like if she, yeah, like I could post something, like I post that thing on Instagram like the other day, and she's like, Alan, are you trying to be like a gangster, but with like a soft picture? And I'm like, damn. I'm like, okay. And then I reacted to her thing, and I'm just like, not gonna respond to that. But yeah, like I can imagine that similar to you guys, there's always moments where you can just like trigger each other, and it's always nice, right, to have that relation. And I mean, anytime you have a sibling, it's always someone, as long as the relationship is good, right? Like it's always someone that will have your back regardless. It's a different level than just a regular friend. Even though I'll admit, I don't like I'll say it, my friends are like family to me. So I mean, you guys are there with me, but yeah, siblings are like it's a different type of like interaction and family tie
Yeah,
that
you're literally intertwined because life just put you in this position. That's literally the only reason why you're attached to this human being, other than spending your whole life with them. But it's just like, yo, you share the same mother or same father. It's like, I don't know, that connection is kind of, it's life, but it's also just weird because you don't get that with anybody else, and you can't replicate it. But
exactly.
And that's why it goes on beyond the days of adolescence where you find friends left and right. And I don't know about you, but I feel like over the years, like you just get closer to siblings because as you like block out the haters or whatever, you put out the lens and you see the world for what it is. There's like you see the value of like when your mom was saying, "Oh, your siblings, families, like your siblings are all you got," da 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 da, and it's like, I see. Even though they know all your trigger, you know how to set you off like in an instant. It is what it is. Like when you leave pizza in the fridge and then like the next morning it's gone. Or it's man.
Like people, okay, biggest like I got a pet peeve right here, and Diegra, I'm gonna pass it on to you after this. But dude, when people are like leaving like either milk or juice with like 1 milliliter left in the container, I don't know if that's something that happens in your household, but that is annoying, man. Like throw it in the recycling bin, like please.
I feel that even with
yeah,
like
no, that happens here sometimes too.
Except
just like little things.
I don't even drink them. We've separated the milk thing because she's gone into the almond milk life, and they get their own almond milk stuff.
Oat milk. Okay, yeah.
Oat milk. I don't know how you get milk from oats.
She's going for that sustainability. Yeah.
I don't know how you get milk from oats, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like those are little things that can easily get anyone triggered. But yeah, and your siblings know that the best, but sometimes they take advantage and sometimes they don't. So I think that's the the balance of life.
Okay, Veska, I gotta ask, because Diegra, one thing Diegra said a little bit earlier that caught my attention was how she will be graduating soon and she's finding it hard to like leave these guys, right? Because it's a big step to consider leaving where you're staying, especially when you have such strong bonds with your family, right? So Diegra, how are you gonna approach that? Like, how are you gonna how what steps will you do to stay connected, or like how hard, or how have you seen, like have you experienced your friends doing something similar, like leaving, and like do they stay connected?
Yeah, like for example, one of my friends, Caleb, he went to New York for school this year, and we still talk every single day. So I know that it's possible, you know, like maybe like the proximity is like gone or whatever, but like there's still avenues you can take to like talk. It's not the same, but you can still manage it. And for me, I guess like I'm kind of like holding it off because I find myself being like, yeah, I'll do this next year. And then I'm like, no, actually, I think I'll just stay here for a little bit just because, like, it's hard if you haven't, like, kind of like given yourself, like, for example, like I did undergrad at home, right? So I didn't go to like U of T or something like that. I've never had that experience like away from home. So I think that also like contributes to like the fear of leaving my family behind. But like you know, like technology and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, like the heart wants what it wants, and like technology can't really give you that in the way that you need it, you know.
I wonder why she's into drama.
uh,
Damn. Okay,
The
we're
heart.
just gonna keep it dramatic, but yeah, no, I dig it because it's real, because I know that yeah, not everyone has such a strong bond with their family. There's a lot of people that would like to have more freedom and like establish their own life, right? And I
mhm,
guess the way that I see it is that like you're not gonna have as much time with seeing certain people for so long, right? Because especially when you
mhm,
leave and then you experience other things, number one, you may not want to go back, or number two, like it's not the same, right? And a
mhm,
lot of people do want to leave, right? But I the way I see it is like it's when you're gone, right? And there's not enough
mhm.
opportunity to spend time with like your parents and stuff, right? So we just got to be
Yeah,
very thankful about that. And Diego, it'll be a tough decision. I know that all of us are gonna eventually get it, although
yeah,
some people
yeah.
do it earlier than others. But it's just nice to be able to spend time even when people give you a hard time.
Mhm.
Yeah.